The views and opinions expressed here belong to the person saying them and do not necessarily reflect those of everyone involved. Basically, if someone says something wild, don't come after the rest of us. We're just as confused as you are. Oh, and just a heads up. Sometimes a few colorful words slip out. You've been warned.
We don't need to do this.
We might have got 143.
Oh, we're not. Oh, now they know we're rich, folks. Welcome back to Reseller Leftovers Podcast, powered by the stupid duckhead in the corner because we can't update. No, it's what?
You can't update, or we can't afford.
We didn't upgrade. All right, so we're back to the duckhead, y'all, which it kind of makes sense because it's going to be in Joe's
What comes with the duckhead, though?
And both of them, nothing comes with the duckhead. Duckhead is free. That's their watermark.
But how many hours can you record? I didn't know we were going to talk about this right off the bat because
we're not.
I didn't know you guys are struggling like I'm struggling. I thought Mike, I thought you were rich, and Joe, I know you're rich. I didn't know you guys were in struggle wagon like me.
No, there's only one rich guy in on the screen, and it's Mike.
By proxy. In all undefense of me, by proxy.
Did you see the porch? I mean, his porch that he has is,
Where would I have seen this porch?
It's on the
Trashy Cash After Dark.
I have to listen to that. I've been laid up in bed, and then the weekend I was watching Wrestlemania.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Did you bought the package on Peacock, huh?
Well, my brother has Peacock, and he's my roommate, so he allows me to use the Peacock so I can watch my Wrestlemania. Because like $5.99 is a real struggle. Because I didn't know. I was going back to what you just. I had to pause my premium StreamYard because I don't want to pay $45. It's $45. It's crazy. There has to be a better way.
There has to be.
Might have to turn this into an old-fashioned blog where we just write our feelings out on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Oh.
Or we can.
Anyway, look, Duckhead's up there. Folks, sign up for the channel, okay? Like, we need your support, and maybe we'll get rid of the Duckhead. We don't know yet. It's not profitable. We just do this for shits and giggles. You
just mentioned that now. So you should do the shout-out right now, or do you have to wait? Are you supposed to wait?
No, we can do it. We always wait. All right. 2.5 minutes in. You want me to go into it?
Yeah. What early? Because by the end, it'll be worth it better for people now. Because by the end, there's the people listening are the people that are paying. They want to hear their name.
All right, folks. Do you want to hear your name broadcast live and in demand, and not just but in demand? Dan's muting himself because he got a cough. Well, go ahead and sign up for Resellers Podcast right now. We're going to give you a taste of what you can experience as well. I just have to search through this and figure out who we have. We have Lad, 5-Point Flippers with the shout out to go. We have 419 Sports Guy. We have Trash to Cash Podcast. We owe them a Death Pile Demotivation very soon. We have Triple R Collections, which is also Junk Jaw Podcast. Y'all make sure to go check them out for all the latest and greatest in toy news. Trash Cat Rescue. We have Jacqueline or Jackie. Mike Medco Meetups, who I will be seeing in Tennessee later this week. Mike Medco, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing you, buddy. And then Trash Cat Rescue. I'm going to see Kristen there too. And Vintage Sports Flips, our good buddy Keith. Thank you very much. We're doing all of this right now because we can't do a ticker. We do not have the skills to do a ticker at the end. I will talk to somebody and learn that. But folks, we have a duckhead, so don't expect the best.
Yeah, don't expect much here. I'm pretty sure how many episodes in? What are we, 77, 78?
We are now at 77. We're at 77 again.
This is my fourth episode. I'm the new guy.
No.
Okay.
We're at the 77th episode again because Dan was right. We skipped over an episode.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure 77 episodes in, whoever is still watching, they pretty know what they know what they're getting here. They don't expect.
They don't because there's been a wild mix of hosts and stuff on here, so they don't know who they're getting.
Right. Yeah. I mean, every week it's like a crapshoot. Who's gonna?
The only one that's
who's
here for the hall has been Joe.
Right.
Hey, don't forget, we're recording with Reseller Locker Room tomorrow. So we will need to be present for that as well, folks.
Yeah.
So y'all go over there and watch us versus them. It's going to be a street fight.
Is it really? I don't want to fight them.
Why? It's Ben.
I'm pretty sure Ben can beat me up.
Ben hurts his leg at karaoke. He's not skilled in the art.
I can't get out of bed. I hurt my leg.
You watch Wrestlemania, so you haven't.
I do love Wrestlemania. It was awesome.
You could be like that Asian chick that did like the Superfly and knocked out 2 chicks and then just pinned it and won the belt.
Okay.
I just saw it on Facebook earlier. I didn't watch this.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, I didn't know Mike was watching. That's what you're doing this weekend.
I was gonna say, I didn't watch any of WrestleMania, and I think this is probably the first time in a long time that I didn't watch something with WrestleMania.
You were too busy listing.
Dude,
I wish.
I went on Peacock. I was on Peacock. You know, they give you like some free shows. I didn't realize we weren't subscribed anymore, but my wife went through and just started nixing like all this extra stuff that we have that we don't use. So she didn't care that we got rid of Peacock. Well, it would have been great because I saw like it had a lot of the WrestleManias that I watched as a kid. So basically, I used to watch wrestling all the time, like from the Brawling Buddies and everything that I had as a kid. Like I loved the Hulk, like Ultimate Warrior. So all those early on stuff. And when I found out wrestling was fake, that's when I stopped watching. I was heartbroken.
How old were you when you figured that out? Like in your 30s?
No, 10. Yeah, something like 10. I was like, oh man, I thought they were just going at it.
Well, there are probably some people out there that don't think wrestling's fake, so we might have. You might have ruined it for them.
I mean, the moves are real.
Yeah.
Message me about Santa Claus, folks.
Nope, I'm not touching that one.
Me either.
Kids know. Kids know. What do you call it? Wrestling. It's an art form. It's a piece of work. It's the theater.
Now, the thing everybody wants to know, Dan, you didn't cry at this one?
I know. No, not really. Because
not really.
I mean, I get. It's WrestleMania. I've been a big wrestling fan my entire life too.
Did you get choked? Did you watch any of the Hall of Fame thing? Did you get choked up at that?
I saw clips. I don't really particularly care for watching. Well, plus I looked because I'm a big Triple H fan, right. And it didn't start till like 11 o'clock at night. I've been dying since we recorded last week. I mean, just absolutely, just sick as a dog.
Did you diagnose yourself with anything new or?
Well, I thought I had walking pneumonia, but I don't really know what that is. I was walking around coughing. Huh?
That's the one you went with?
Because I was coughing and I could really feel it in my chest. And I was like, and I was walking around. So I was like, it feels like it could be pneumonia. And I am walking. So this is walking pneumonia.
I've got the polio, folks.
No, I don't know what happened because I don't know if it was I was complaining about my leg so bad last week. And it must have just been, I don't know if my sickness was in my bones because once the sickness started coming out, my bones felt better.
Very good.
I mean, I don't know how much I don't know if I can sit here much.
Man, getting out of bed.
Oh man, I was dying. Even up until this morning, it took all my energy just to do because I had a pretty decent sales weekend on eBay again. I say decent because I think last week I had 9 sales. I had 9 sales again this weekend. I was pretty happy. Some decent pairs of tons of shoes. I was selling shoes like crazy this weekend, so that was kind of nice.
It's starting to be spring, people are going back outside. They need some shoes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I sold a pair of slippers. Pair of slip-on loafers type shoes. Anything?
Any Clarks?
No, no Clarks. I don't think so. No Clarks this weekend. Olokai slippers. You know Olokai?
Yeah.
You heard of Olokai? Yeah, but these are like I can show you. They're like slippers. They're really nice. And they actually,
my wife just bought a brand new pair of flip flops.
Olokais?
Yeah.
Those are. I learned about those watching enough YouTube videos, and then I'm pumped when I find them. But what do you call it? I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Are they the kind that are like the Hey Dudes, but they're all okay?
No, these were like, I'm gonna show
like
you.
They're slippers, like bedroom slippers.
They had like a nice sole to them.
Oh,
I can show you.
Yeah. Okay.
They had like a like there's like a quilted top to them.
What they sell for? Like $40.
$39.99. Yeah. They had like a fall for.
Look at that. Say
you are a reseller, Mug. You are a reseller, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What the heck? Yeah. Nice. I mean, nice sole to them. I probably could. Yeah. Well, I wear Skechers. I got some camo Skechers slippers that I wear with a hard bottom. These were a men's size 10.
Orthopedic, of course.
Men's size 10.
I want the slip on. I got a shoehorn to put them on. Make sure I get them.
Don't Skechers? Don't the back collapse for that?
They have slip-ins, but these are like I told you I bought camo flage ones.
Are they the ones that are like look like the bottom of a rocking chair?
They're the shape ups. They're the shape ups that always rot.
No, I did have shape ups.
You get returns on them.
I have a pair of shape up sandals in my store, but I should probably check them because they've been in my store for like 2 years.
Check them too. They're size 8.
I wouldn't wear those. That hurt my feet. I did get a new pair of Crocs last week at the bins. I found some. Did I tell you that? I might have told you guys that.
Personal?
For you?
Yeah, for me.
What?
What do you mean? What?
You're a heavy-set dude. You can't be wearing Crocs around. That shit ain't good for flat feet.
I gotta wear them to the yard. I just wore them outside to go take Dodger outside. I wear them if I go outside. I don't wear them like. I mean, if I run during the summer, if I'm just running to the post office, I might wear them. But I try to wear my.
In
shoes
public. Oh my god.
That's. I mean.
On this episode of Walmart.com. You know,
that would be like probably the least worst. I mean, I have bigger problems.
Go out in your Buzz Lightyear pajama pants too.
No.
I thought you were going to say Buzz Lightyear Crocs. I have seen them. They're pretty cool.
Do they make those? Yeah. Those would be cool.
And Woody.
I wanted to buy a pair of those. Did I Ronald McDonald ones? I wanted to buy a pair of those so I wouldn't wear them out in public. So I would be like forced because these are just. Like I had last year, I was wearing Notre Dame ones that I found at the bins, but I had wore them. They were pretty worn last year, but I wore them out. Like the sole was like I could feel my foot could feel the ground, like water was like seeping through the bottom of them. So I was praying I'd find a new pair, and I did.
What were these?
Crocs, Notre Dame Crocs, though. So I wouldn't. They were like.
Well, why were they seeping through the ground?
Because I wore them so much. They were used when I found them, and then I wore them.
Wore them so thin. Stuff permeated.
I have like a dead leg. I drag my leg around.
It's like a bald tire, right?
Yes, exactly. One of my shoes is. I wish I had a shoe in here to show you. One of my shoes is just like I just drag my leg around.
Well, I can relate.
There's one.
Yeah, the other one's okay. Like, I mean, I guess the other one. I mean, it's probably not okay, but I don't notice the pain because the other one hurts so bad. I got nice. They had some. The new Crocs have some paint on them, but other than that, the soles look good. They probably last me 2 years.
You're gonna get 2 seasons out of them bad boys, huh?
Yeah, I gotta save. Yeah, because I gotta buy myself a pair of new sneakers. My other sneakers are the. I don't want to wear them again this year. I gotta get new ones. I got a list of stuff I need to buy.
Oh yeah, we didn't give a shout out to our stupid. Hey folks, we appreciate your super chats. Everybody else, But we had the absolute dumbest super chat last week, and it pissed me off.
Wait, what?
Hold on. I said we got the dumbest super chat.
I hope it's not the one from your wife.
Are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one from my wife.
She's so nice. Give me
she cut Peacock. So
I didn't notice the super chat. I was struggling through the day, and Mike just randomly texted me and asked me what city I'm in. I just thought you were like gonna send me something. And he's like,
No,
we're trying to find a desk.
on Facebook.
Trying to find a desk for you.
Yeah. That was before my wife decided to donate $50 as a super chat. And I was like, sweetheart, let me fill you in on how YouTube works. Dan can't afford new Crocs now with that. But yeah, Death Pile Sugar Mama donation to Dan's new desk, microphone, chair, or feet. Whichever is more important.
They're all very important. Thank you.
Can we rank them? What's the most important?
It depends on what I'm doing. So right now, the desk, because that was very nice. I text Mike. Mike was like trying to find me one on Facebook, and I text him like I joke around, like I do have a shelf here. I text him a picture, and it was embarrassing to text him because it's a complete disaster. It's always a disaster
behind you, Dan.
Huh?
It looks like the shelf behind you.
Yes,
it's identical.
Yes, but it's functional for me. I need it. Like this is like I have.
You need a desk, Dan.
I only sit here to do this, and I do my shipping. The rest of the time, I'm out moving around, man. I got stuff to do, you know.
You need a desk and a foot massager. That's what you need. One of those.
I have a foot bath. I have a foot bath thing that I put Epsom salt in, and I'm supposed to soak my feet every day, but I don't. And I have a pool membership. I go to the pool and soak my feet there too.
Oh. You just soak your feet in the pool?
I mean, I soak my whole body in the pool there.
Okay.
But I have a foot massage bath thing. Get some Epsom salt and get it going, get it real hot, and I just soak my feet. Oh.
How often do we do this?
Once in a while I'll get really good and do it all the time. But I'm supposed to do it every day. Because then afterwards I like to take I don't like to take, but I try to keep I want to keep my feet smooth. So then I take a bottle of petroleum jelly. And then I take a sock and I stick the sock in the petroleum jelly, and then I put my sock in there with my foot, so then it moistens my feet.
The hell?
I make my feet feel better. My feet hurt all the time.
I have nothing.
I got nothing. He's like,
what do you mean?
Nothing but tears.
All right. That's part of. We're 18 minutes in. I've shared too much already again this episode.
Well, I mean,
apologize. Sorry.
I didn't expect to.
I did say I had a good weekend in sales, so I did talk reselling.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be talking petroleum jelly.
There's a certain level. We're like, I wonder how far we're going to dive into Dan's medical issues this week. Never thought. Put smiles in petroleum jelly, but I mean, everybody's here for it, so we appreciate it, Dan.
Yeah,
that's good. Like that. Yeah, I got. When I was younger, I thought it'd be cool to have like rough feet. You like just walk around barefoot, no big deal. Now I'm paying for it. You take care. You should take care of your feet. Very important.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, like trim your toenails and change your socks.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like that's about it. I mean, I wash my feet with the shampoo residue and soap residue that comes down. You know, like I'll rub some soap on it every now and then. But like, I don't know. The only thing bad that happens down here is Hey Dude. I think it was Hey Dude. Yeah, certain Hey Dude flip-flops. I've had some in the past. They have some that are like mesh underneath the padding and everything, so water will flow through and it'll dry out. But if you don't get those, dude, and you have Hey Dude and mixed with salt water, that shit, like, you can't even go out to a restaurant because you can smell it. The person across you can smell it. Smell your feet. Like your flip-flops, like absolutely horrible. Hey Dude, do something about some shit because the other ones aren't that durable either. I'm switching to Olakai.
Okay. I haven't felt the salt water.
I have a new pair of Hey Dudes I got. So
you just got Hey Dudes too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Hey Dude shoes.
Yeah, that's
I don't know the flip-flops. I had some Reef also, and they were pretty bad. Maybe the Reef were the ones that stunk. I don't know, but I got to do something. I got 2 pair of Reef that are pretty decent. So that's another brand to look out for, Dan. Reef flip-flop sandals. Yeah, Reef.
R-E-F?
Olakai Hey Dude. Yep, like the coral, the Great Barrier.
What's the ones that have the is it Reef, or some of them have the bottle opener on the bottom? Is it Reef?
Yeah. Nothing says convenient like
I don't remember if I've ever. I feel like
dog shit covered bottle opener on the bottom of your flip-flop.
Flip-flops, I like Nike flip-flops. I mean, they get you like $15 from the bins, and they're super lightweight. Which, I mean, I'm not saying I don't mind a $15 sale. I think you're good. It's a good time to sell them.
Yeah, I got a couple of pair of Olakais that I'm going to sell on Dibit Threads. Like I need to let my wife's other sandals. Like she's like, no, I don't want them.
Are they women's size 10 by chance? I know somebody that.
No, they are women's 7s probably.
They're like, are they leather flip-flops? Like the leather kind?
No, rubber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are. Man, I kind of want to go to the bin. I always find those at the bins. I don't want to go to the bins now. I don't know if I have time tomorrow. If I feel like it. I went there Saturday. I went to the bins. I did a listener. I think Eddie listens back to the podcast now since I came.
Eddie's back with us.
I think he listens before, but when I wasn't here. But I met him up there on Saturday to buy. I bought a bunch of bought some Blu-ray DVD or Blu-ray movies from him, DVDs. I bought a laundry basket of not like a huge laundry basket, but I don't know what kind of tote. A tote it was a laundry basket of like Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures, parts and figures, and some DVDs, and I think that's it. I got all this stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. It was $120 I paid, and I had like 80 Blu-rays that I ran in I did a Whatnot show yesterday. And then I did I listed $120 worth of Blu-rays to eBay. And I mean, I did my show. I sold 63 DVD Blu-rays, in an hour. I made $236. I finally had like a good Whatnot show. I was pretty pumped about that.
Nice.
I still have stuff to list. I don't know anything about Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stuff, but I just sit and Google Lens them.
So we're back to shelling out Whatnot. I can see, huh?
No,
it's a shame. I'm still team dibbed it. So
you play like this person. You did this to me last week too.
I'm just saying.
You talk. You'll say one thing, and then you haven't done either of them.
Shopcomments.net.
Yeah. I was searching on Shop Comments.
Yeah.
Thought I had a return. I had some returns too.
Tickwitty.com.
Yeah. See, Dan? Yeah.
I got kicked off of tickwitty.com.
I know. Well, a lot of people are getting banned.
Well, not banned, but my
No, you're banned now.
Did you really ban me?
That's what you get for stealing people.
I didn't steal anybody. What are you talking about, stealing people?
Yep. It's an epidemic right now. It's tough. Yeah, if you look at like $1 auction, they did it the right way. Like they actually had advertising. They had the right people. And obviously it's the same with Crazy Lamp Lady. And then you look at somebody like Stack Golf. Like he's got a massive following on YouTube. and he can bring that. And those people are bringing buyers there. They're not taking buyers from other places. So I think executing it that way. And the good news is, got to a point where districts changed their policy. So, folks, if anybody's out there messaging you to follow you or join their marketplace, it's direct solicitation. Report it to DibDit, or report it not to DibDit.
I just got a. I don't. What did I get a
Report
message
it to
for?
district.
I was just checking.
I hope, man, Joe, are you going to start your own marketplace?
I should. That's what they've been holding out for.
That's what it feels like Joe's waiting for. He's just watching everyone do it, and he's just gonna.
So I can't
slowly working on something.
So you're telling me that I can't.
It's going to be called "I'm Not Paul. I'm the other guy."
That seems like a. I don't know why you honestly. I don't know why you would want to have your own marketplace. I don't. What is the perk of it?
All right, here. Let me give you a breakdown.
Look at it. Look at that room sitting in behind him. That all this money he's getting.
No, shut up. Not even make people think that that's the case. People really need to put like some kind of logic, because sometimes it's building relationships and sometimes it's building friendships and stuff like that. Obviously, that's the case because, you find like-minded people. Yeah. And the problem is sometimes you don't know somebody's an asshole until it's too late. With me, I advertise it up front, so they knew what they were getting into.
Right. I agree.
But with other marketplaces, when you go on there, you have to think, like, what is your buyer share? What is your market share? How many people are you bringing to the table? And how will it affect your bottom line? Mm-hmm. Like that's it, because everybody else, even establishing a marketplace, and let's say you're saving 5 or 6%. You know how many more dollars you have to sell with a more limited crowd, with less people in your auction? How many more dollars you have to sell that to make up that difference? Like, but because
right, burning your bridge over 5 or 6%. Is that what?
100%.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, because they're like, oh, well, why would I want to do 10 or 11% over here when I could own a marketplace and sell it for 5%? And right. I'm like, all right, you're going to sell that same item with your lack of audience for $3 less.
Right.
But you're going to save 15 cents.
I mean, I understand why some people do it, but I don't understand why other guys. I had Ray National Flippers was on my podcast, and he was talking to me about it. And I told him I had no interest in ever wanting to do that. And he thought I was crazy because I didn't want to do it, because I wouldn't want to have my own marketplace.
You didn't want to own a market?
Yeah, I just don't. I see that, like, I understand, like, the guys Trash to Cash. I understand, like, they have a basis of people that they can offer that. But like a guy like me, just by my I struggle to like get people. I struggle to be consistent on watching my video. I couldn't imagine doing any work if I was owning a marketplace on top of trying to. I'm worried about my work all the time. I'm going to worry about, like, so I would never do any work. I would worry about the marketplace that probably wasn't going to make any money, because I would probably have 6 sellers and Joe would be one of them who would refuse to do a show. And I'd have, I don't know, 15 people probably that are signed up that will just won't do anything. Like, they're not going to, they just signed up because they just, oh, Dan's a nice guy. He'll run his what's my marketplace going to be on? I have no idea. Like, would
it be called Dan in the Man Marketplace?
I don't know. I don't have the interest in doing it. That doesn't interest me. Like, I appreciate the people that have done it, but I don't even want to join all these marketplaces. It's too much to keep up with.
Hey, shut up, Dan. Join today. Sign up, folks.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. I was struggling last week. I've been struggling because I didn't know where to put my take my talents. Should I take my talents over here? Should I take my talents over there? You know.
Well, you know what? Like it's advertised as more than that. It's advertised as an additional venue for social media. That there is a community that was built there, and if you look at it, Dibdit has 12,000 members. And I was just looking it up, and I was like, what's the next closest? That would be Commons at 6.9. So we had just over 6,900 people.
Team Commons.
After that,
I was looking for stuff on Commons.
After that, it goes to Dibdit Threads with 1,400 members. So you go from Dibdit at 12,000 to Dibdit Threads at 1,400.
What's Dibdit Cards at?
1,200.
Oh, okay. All right.
1,200, and then Dibdit Sports Supplies at 655, dude.
Oh wow.
655. But
what's Dan in the Man marketplace?
Non-existent.
Oh, okay.
Well, it might be out there. So it might be another for Dan. I guess I can't be the only Dan.
Your source for the biggest tubs of Vaseline possible.
No, it's petroleum jelly. I can't afford Vaseline. That's the name brand.
Wait, that's the.
Oh my God.
There's generic Vaseline.
Yeah, you get it.
Equate, always equate. Dan looks like an equate.
Yeah, man. You see the duck up there? I didn't know you guys. I mean, you guys know how it is, right?
Or Great Value, is it? Great Value? I don't know.
I don't go to Walmart. It's
Where do you purchase this at? Is this at Aldi's? Can you get it at Aldi?
I'll usually get petroleum jelly from the Dollar Tree.
Oh.
Which is probably financially smarter if I got it at like a Walmart, but I don't like going in a Walmart.
Do you compare the ounces to the unit unit prices?
You should because you probably, if you go to the Dollar Tree, most of the stuff there it would be cheaper if you went to like Walmart. You have to be smart. Just like Aldi, you don't buy your toothpaste at Aldi because it's expensive. You have to go to the Dollar Tree to buy your toothpaste.
But is it the same size, same ounces in the?
No.
Okay.
You're paying more. You have to pay by the ounce. Well, Aldi have to be very smart now because they raise their prices on stuff. Their cheese.
Because all the freaking hippies that want to go there and be like, "Ooh, organic, fresh, blah blah blah." Oh,
no, their produce here. I don't know how the Aldi's are at anyone else's. The Aldi's here, the produce sucks. It doesn't last, and it rots, and it's nasty.
I know, but everybody buys into it, and all of a sudden it turns into champion at Walmart, and now it's just the new fad. Like it's a damn Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods or a World Market or whatever the hell.
Aldi's is owned by Trader Joe's.
Aldi's is? See, I told you.
Yeah.
Absolute crap. I won't even associate it. I
was at Trader Joe's a couple times. That's it.
We don't have Trader Joe's around here.
Such a hippie fad bullshit thing. Yeah.
That's what some people
say. But apparently you get Trader Joe's bags there.
Where, at Aldi?
No. Trader Joe's has some sort of like tote bags or something that are worth some money to resell.
Oh yeah, I saw people lining up for like exclusive.
We are talking about reselling.
How dumb is that? Shout out to anybody who goes shop at Trader Joe's. I don't give a shit. But
I don't know the closest. Trader Joe's probably in Chicago is the closest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go. I think I have to go to Jersey for mine.
What, do you go to Jersey Mike's?
I had it for lunch today.
You had Jersey Mike's for lunch?
What did you have?
This is what y'all get excited about. 39 minutes in, it's the first double I've had.
Well, I mean, it's food. It's food related. See, that's our downfall.
I love sandwiches.
Dude, sandwiches are my go-to. If I get only eat one thing and like in this world, like you're like, hey, you need to eat something. Sandwiches are it. Breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, dinner sandwiches. There's all different options. But I had a turkey.
Mike, do you know what my nickname was?
Dan the Sandwich Man.
Sandwich. Sandwich was my nickname.
A sandwich.
There
you go. That's why we like each other so much.
I love.
We got that sandwich love in common. But I had a turkey provolone.
I had a friend growing up. His nickname was Hoagie. but it wasn't. It wasn't because of sandwiches. But.
Oh, I love sandwiches. I'm gonna want a sandwich. Oof. I have to make sandwiches now because Jersey Mike's. I've only had it a couple times because it's like probably 40 minutes away, maybe 45 minutes away from me.
So you traveled it for Jersey Mike's?
No. I went that way. Like if I've gotten it a couple times that I've been out that way. Like it's near like a Goodwill. So once in a while, but I don't really very rarely do I go out to eat for a sub anymore. Like I usually make a sandwich now because it's man, I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus most of the time. If I eat out, I mentioned it probably plenty of times though. I use the apps and I order in the apps there. I was watching I saw Carrie do a TikTok. I should have done that. He was like they had those Minecraft meals at McDonald's where he was like selling Grimace and was like paying for his meal. Like, I don't ever do those, but like the value they have the $1 buy one get one for $1 now. So that's my go-to.
In the app.
Right. Sorry, yeah. And the app.
Yeah. How do I get back to my messages in there?
See, this guy Mike, you think he's really ever gonna do a show? And he sits there and he just lures you in by talking about commons and dibdit. He's never doing anything. You don't even know how to check his. God, are you even applied to sell? Have you even applied to sell?
I think I'm approved.
You think? Guy.
I can tell you.
He's a poser, Mike. He's a poser. He's such a poser.
Hey, at least Joe comes into auctions, okay? So
what do you mean comes into auctions?
Well, I do want to. Are we going to bring up
if I go live?
When did you go live? I was going to bring it up to you if you came at me today because I had a good whatnot show. I'd be like, well, I didn't see you doing a show at all. I was watching all week.
What?
Well, all I know is
you're going to come at us or me or Joe?
I thought you were going to come at me, so I was ready to defend myself.
Oh.
I'm not. I've been waiting, Dan, but I'm glad that you're a preemptive dick. Dan's like, I plan my dickish attacks. No, how'd your show go?
It was good. It was okay. I did a garage sale show that we had talked about last week.
Mix of items.
That was awful. It was awful. It was about as good as I expected it to be. It was horrible.
Oh, if ever there was a place like a marketplace where you could go to.
If it went bad over there, I would never be. I would be like, oh, I wonder. I bet you would have went over good on boy or whatnot. I honestly, and so then Dan. I did the
Dan.
Who said Dan? Mike.
Just take it from the book of Dibdit, okay?
I did 2 shows.
Thou shalt not sell on other marketplaces.
Tell that too, like what?
And embrace the glory that is Dibdit.
I did 2 Dibdit talk shows last week. I didn't do my thread show. I talked about a thread show, but I woke up.
I mean the mix.
Huh?
I mean the mix. What else did you do over on Whatnot?
I did my garage sale show and then I did the Blu-ray show. That was it.
How'd the Blu-ray one go?
It was good. Like I did it just over an hour or just about an hour, and I grossed $236 gross. I haven't had it.
Seasons or new sealed or what?
Mix of I have a few left. There was some new stuff, but it was there was mostly just movies. Actions, like some comedies, couple horror movies, like kung fu movies. Some Gremlins.
Like, what'd you make after you had to ship?
$188.
$188.
Mm-hmm. So pay for your whole thing.
Yeah, and and then I listed.
You're in the red.
And I have like 16.
Whatever the good one is.
What'd you gross again?
236.
236.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a little easier to calculate media over there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I listed $120 on eBay. And then I have some I'm looking at them. I have a couple like Halloween DVDs. I'm probably gonna put on in lots on eBay maybe. And then I have anything else? I'm looking around. I have like a Lion King box set. I might keep it. It's pretty cool. It's not really like worth a ton, but it has like prints, like drawing prints of the characters. I think it's pretty cool.
I would say don't sleep on Dibdit for media.
No,
like, I wouldn't not do it there because
I wish
I had a benefit of the shipping, like you being more in control of shipping.
So I did my podcast that came out.
I've been telling them that, Mike. I've been telling them.
my podcast I did with Jen. I did a podcast this week with Jen Multiverse, and she showed me how to do custom shipping. So I did custom shipping for my DVDs. So instead of like listing the DVDs at like 4 to 7 ounces, I did a flat rate shipping of $9.21. And instead of, if I listed it at 4 to 7 ounces, they were going to list everything at 7 ounces and charge people that. I put everything as 4 ounces, and nothing went over.
Okay,
and it was
4 ounces, and then it capped at 971.
921.
921 max shipping.
Yeah. And I just use flat rate. I use flat rate boxes and padded flat rate envelopes. And then I had a few people bought 2 or 3, and it all went ground advantage, except for a couple people bought like 3 or 4, and I had like 2 go media, and the rest of them went ground advantage. I guess their shipping, it must have been cheaper.
There's sometimes if you ship a DVD, it's cheaper to ship it ground advantage.
Yes, and so So I sold on eBay this weekend. I sold a DVD that was it was like $4.80 to ship it ground advantage. I just paid the 17 cents.
Sometimes it's a few cents cheaper to ship it ground advantage.
Yeah. Correct, yeah. Well, the great thing about this is you can do your first one at $5, and then any additional DVD, it's $1 shipping. And you profit a little bit, and people still get
Mike, I've been telling him that. I don't know why he doesn't want to listen.
Same thing can be said about cards, or your life, or shoes, or shirts. Or
come on, Joe. I'm not against you. Don't. You're gonna have Kevin's gonna like text me. Actually, Kevin, I didn't talk to Kevin at all last week.
Why do you think I'm talking to you? Kevin told me to talk to you.
I bet you.
Square Dan away. Why does he have no loyalty? Is he on this team of the other people?
Kevin, I've been telling him.
I did 2 shows on Dibdit last week.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the screenshot that says Dan's promoting whatnot over here, like asking people to come to shows.
Every time I'm like
ban your ass.
I'm always self-conscious because I'll remember to promote my Dibdit show on Instagram, and then I'll forget one time. Not more than one time. Every time I forget, I'm like, oh man, they're gonna be so mad at me. I forgot to promote it, and then I want to let them down. Sometimes I don't want to do a show on Dibdit because I don't want to let you guys down.
What? Way to turn this around.
It's not always about, like I suck at live selling. I suck at
bullshit.
And I sometimes it's nice just to go sit in my corner over there. And I mean, honestly, I was back and forth all week. I was like, I'm not doing any of it. I'm not going to do any live selling. I'm going to just quit it. I was talking to my mom, because my mom's always like, what the hell are you doing to yourself? She don't talk like that though. And I called her yesterday, and I'm like, this is why I keep doing this stupid stuff, is because I have a good show, and it'll suck me in for 10 bad shows now.
It sucks you in for 10 bad ones. That sounds like me with clothing.
Nice. It's nice when you have a good show. It feels good.
I'll have a good clothing.
I almost started crying. I almost started crying because I was so happy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a good clothing item sell on eBay, and then it sucks me back in. Then I'm out looking for clothes, which I hate listing and hate.
Just sell your clothes to me.
I should.
No, he wastes it. He doesn't come on Dibdit Threads. Don't sell him anything.
Let's make a deal. We can do. We're not on Dibdit right now.
Whatnot. Hold on, let me do the air.
Man, you have a Benz, dude, right next to you. I got to drive 2.5 hours to get to a Benz. If I did that, like I've already talked to Rod, like there's going to be days where I need to just go there and invest like 6 hours where I'm just searching through it. Like if you did that and just got on Threads and been like, I don't give a shit, like we're just going to run it. I mean, shit, that's what Flip the World does.
I know.
You need to be the Threads Flip the World. Like I want that. Like you just go there and you're paying piddlywinks for clothing, and you started at $2. You would never lose money. You're gonna more than double your money on 90% of the stuff.
I'll try that eventually.
Maybe. How much is the bins at your
$1.89 a pound?
$1.89.
Mm-hmm. So shirt's like 90 cents probably.
Yep. T-shirt like 90 cents. Put it up there for $2 and have people bidding on it. I'm not saying you got to do it at the bins, but
okay. I thought that's what you were saying. Like that's not happening.
Yeah, no.
The Van Buren boys will not allow that.
Find some stuff that you know that will do good. The over on Dip Dip.
I have some shirts that are saved up. When I get it, when I get it saved, when I get some shirts saved up, I'm gonna do it. Do I have any right here? No. I have some.
Yeah, we got a Dip Dip Thread show coming out tomorrow for the folks that are watching this.
Are you doing it?
No, I'm going to be on my way to Tennessee, which is crazy because Kevin's doing it. But I mean, you want to talk about sacrifice? Kevin's got a show at 12 o'clock, and he's going to Nashville also. So Kevin's willing to sacrifice.
Wait, you're going to Nashville tomorrow?
No, as of this broadcast.
Okay. You're talking in podcast life.
Yeah, in podcast life.
So how far is that drive from Texas where you're at to
7 hours? 6:49. 6.
Are you taking the Commonwealth trailer?
No, I'm not at Kevin's. I won't be.
Oh, I thought the trailer stayed with you.
No.
Oh.
I got tired of driving around for us to not use it.
Wow. Do you get it rewrapped in Reseller Leftovers?
Yeah, I should. Next time I have it, I'm just going to put it on. I'm going to write Kevin out of the deal. He's not held up to his in the bargain.
Drive it up to Philadelphia. Joe do a live show with you up there.
Yeah.
It might not come back.
What, are you going to steal it from him?
No, I'm just saying somebody might in Philly.
Oh, is that a threat, Joe?
No.
Mike.
Yo, did you see AJ Brown's car got stolen today?
Did anyone bring it back to him?
They did bring it back.
Hey,
well, no, I don't know. I don't know if they did recover it. I don't know.
Can you imagine stealing AJ Brown? Like, just can you imagine being like a super huge fan and then you're a complete crap of a person and you steal that person's stuff and then you have to take it back to him like a jerk?
What are you talking about? I don't know. I didn't hear this one.
The football player AJ Brown for the Eagles. Someone stole his car. I said car, and then he tweeted out to bring it back to him. He went and pressed charges, but he's gonna look for you.
They did get it. They did get it back, but I think they arrested somebody prior to them returning it.
That's nice.
Well, there you go. Should have taken.
So that's what I was saying. Be careful. You don't want to bring the reseller leftovers trailer up in the Philly. So.
Oh man, you can make sandwiches in the trailer.
Oh, a sandwich?
What? Dan, eat something, dude. If that made you transition for like the trailer, you can make sandwiches in the trailer.
Yeah, like a food trailer.
No,
you can set up at Reseller. You can set up at the 100-mile yard sales.
Yeah, cut a window on the side of that.
Yeah, there you go. Where you just pop a hood or whatever it's called, the door.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a reseller. You just are selling the food to the resellers. And then you could have a shipping station too. It'd be like a cafe. You can have a cafe. Yeah, people come and they get a sandwich, and then they have the cafe where they print up all their labels from all the shows they're having live from the 100-mile yard sales.
Something tells me Mike's not a cafe guy. So
you don't think he's a big Starbucks guy, right?
No.
I thought you liked Starbucks.
No. I mean, I will have a Starbucks occasionally. I told y'all about the thing with like having to wait for Don and Carrie and Dave, didn't I? I told that story last week. Yeah. So that's how little of a Starbucks guy. I go there, I order my coffee thinking I can order their shit, and they just refuse to give me an order. Like they want to go shopping there. They treat it like Aldi's. I don't know. Like, and then we end up getting the yard sales 2 hours late. But hey, speaking of them, my wife was super disappointed because I did not address the fact that I almost murdered everybody.
Huh.
Like,
seems like a perfect time to drop this on us. Go ahead.
Yeah. Man. So I'll tell you, we were out on the boat, and they didn't address this.
Hold on. His boat, his yacht. But anyway, go ahead.
No, it's a pontoon. It's a trike.
Do you wear a captain's hat when you sail it?
No, Dan, and it's not sailing if you don't have like a mast.
Sorry, I'm not a boat guy. I just live in landlocked Indiana. So I'm so sorry. I have the dunes.
It's just boating. So freaking we were coming out of the East Pass in Destin, and then you go around Crab Island. You have to like follow the channel around. Well, there was a big advertising boat that was going. They get out, and they start to ramp up their speed and everything. And I want to go beside them, and they're throwing a big wake. I mean, there's some waves that are pretty deep, but I've got a throttle to where I can handle it. I've got it. The boat turned just a little bit as I'm going through it, where I can go down and ride it down and up and over. The problem is the other big boat that had passed over here, like in the opposite direction, the waves met together, and it threw my whole estimate off to where I rode up it down into like a double up, and it just hit the front side of that boat and just came up. I mean, just I was sitting in the driver's seat. I got a little wet. I look over at Dave, and he just soaked. I mean, bright red shirt to dark red, just every bit of him. Shoes, socks, to the point that he had to put his sweater on and take his shirt off underneath. I'm like, Dave, you don't have to do that. But I mean, soaking wet. Don got soaked. Carrie was sitting in the back behind me, so he was dry. I got a little bit of splash. Carrie was like, "What's the big deal? I'm perfectly fine." So I had us in mind, but yeah.
Are you like a boater? Like how long have you been boating? Is that what people say?
Well, you're driving a boat. What do you mean?
Yeah. I've never driven a boat.
What do you mean? Like,
Never.
How long have I been boating?
Yeah.
I grew up on a lake, kind of like my grandparents had a lake cabin, so we'd always spend our summers down there. And you start to learn at a young age. Like my grandpa would always like let us sit up there and learn what to do.
But isn't a lake different than like being on an intercoastal waterway or whatever?
A little bit. But
you have to still follow the same rules, though, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's channels in that where a lake may not have it. Some lakes do because they have a ton of trees. But I also I used to be in a fishing club, like Bass Club, and I owned a bass boat. And when you're running these channels, you've got tree stumps like left and right on a lot of the lakes. Because Texas only has one actual, like, natural lake. Everything else is man-made. And with that, like, on those channels, you have to know what side you run, what side you don't. Like, we had somebody come out the other day that just comes across the channel, like, while I'm running it. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, you don't have the right of way if you're entering a channel. And they're like, oh, I'm coming from the right side. I got the right of way. So the biggest thing to say is, like, if you see a rental sticker on a pontoon, assume they're an idiot. Like, 100%. Assume they're from out of state.
That's not true. That's the only time I've been out on a boat is a rental pontoon boat. Yeah. I wasn't driving, of course. but
yeah, but
that's the only time I've really been out on a boat.
It's not to say that some people don't. There's plenty of people that come to town, they know how to boat properly, but between that or jet skis, my God, like I don't know. They're just like, oh, please make sure you check the box that says your IQ is below 50 before you rent this, and like it's like a prerequisite for some of them. So
I would like to own a jet ski.
You would like to own one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun.
Is it expensive?
Not compared to a boat.
No.
And they're more fuel efficient. Like, great option.
Like a motorcycle, right? They're like a motorcycle for the water.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Without brakes.
No brakes.
No brakes. Nope.
Who needs them?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, did you go boating this weekend, or did you go like yard sale?
Yeah. No, we didn't go boating this past weekend. We went in the middle of the week last week or something.
Oh, okay.
Or the day after Dave and Carrie and them. So it was before we recorded the podcast. The wife and I went out by ourselves just to go out. I mean, the boat was already dirty. I needed to clean it, so she wanted to go out, and we did it.
Do you wash a boat just like you wash a car?
Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I wash my boat every time after I use it. I don't wash my car every time after I use it. But
you have to do that because of the salt water? Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to, but if you don't, that salt water's gonna get it.
You're gonna have a Flintstone boat. So
I put like a desalter on it every time after we use it. So we'll spray it down, and we found some tricks. You can also use Dawn Platinum and not have to use it's this stuff called Salt Off. It was made by a company, Starbright, but you can just run it through your engine. I'll run it through my engine, but we checked it with Dawn Platinum, and I just mixed it in the same bottle that I mixed this the Salt Off.
Yeah.
And it mixes in with your spray hose, soaked up and everything. My wife wiped it down. Dude, not a lick of salt on it. Crazy as hell. Dawn Platinum, folks. It also works on getting stains out of shirts or hats. And I don't know.
Shoes.
Something in Dawn Platinum does something to everything.
That's what they use on ducks, right? The oil spills, right? Dawn Platinum?
Yeah, well, on the ducks.
Or any kind of animal, I guess.
Or birds.
Yeah,
birds. Go birds.
You got subliminally drawn to ducks because of that stupid one in the corner now. Folks, don't forget to sign up.
That is true. So that's got to stay there the whole time?
Yes,
it's
Joe,
never been there. Never been there. Our account is now back to basic because Jimmy had the account.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Jimmy. He was on 2 episodes with Ray Nashville Flipper.
Yeah, the second one just came out today. I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah.
I listened to the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all go show Jimmy some support.
I liked it. It was good. Jimmy was talking about stuff that we did so many episodes together. I didn't know half of that stuff. I felt like a jerk. The only thing I knew about was the promoted listing part, but the rest of it,
right.
What was he talking about? That I was like, oh wow, I didn't know about that. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I wish I could have talked about that at some point. Did so many episodes together. Joe, you did more. You never once thought to ask him that. Way to go, Joe.
Well, I mean, clearly.
Good. I liked it.
All I'm hearing is Dan would rather have a different person that's actually a reseller on here other than me.
No, I didn't say that at all.
That's fine. That's fine.
Whatever. No, I tried asking if you went, because you probably the one that. Well, I guess Joe might have went to the flea market. But I was asking if you went sourcing this weekend. Did you go to the yard selling?
Oh my goodness! I want to tell you a story because Saturday I did not go sourcing, but on Friday I go out because Thursday somebody called me over there. Hey, I've got some electronics and stuff. Is this lady that is doing a clean out, like an estate clean out for somebody. And she's been having multiple yard sales. She probably had like 4 or 5 of them already. But she comes across stuff as she's digging through the shed. She's going through like 3 storage sheds to like help this lady out and everything. Well, I go by these couple of items on Thursday and pick up some extra clothes from her. But she's going to the location of the place. Says, come out there and dig through some stuff if you want to on Friday morning. So I go out there. On my way, I see a yard sale. I'm like, well, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to look for yard sales. So I check Facebook Marketplace the night before, and there's one that starts at like 7. And it's like DVD, VCR combos, golf clubs, electronics, video games, console system, all this stuff. And you're like, oh man, like it's good. And it starts at 7. I'm like, there's gonna be one. The only bonus is it's on Friday, so it eliminates some people that actually have to work. Sucks for y'all, but I get there. I wake up and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go straight there. I set my alarm for 6. I ended up being there like 6:25.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I expected to pull up and see a ton of people like waiting. And they were already out, like everything out, set up, all this stuff. 35 minutes early. Husband was about to go put out signs.
Oh, wow.
And I just decided, okay, I'm going to step out of my truck. I'll just stand here at the end of the driveway and wait. Like, I'll sit there and wait 35 minutes. I don't care. And I grabbed my backpack and they asked me not to film. So I was like, all right, no issue. Put my backpack in there. And she's like, you can go ahead and shop around. And I was like, no, I don't know. Or I was like, no, I don't want you to feel like you're rushed or anything. She's like, no, that's perfectly fine. I was like, well, your ad said no early birds, and it did. And she's like, no, technically it said no early shoppers, but that was to allow us to set up. We're good to go. Go ahead. And I go up there to the video game. 2 big old racks, like Dan racks right here in the background. Actually, they're bigger than that or wider than that. And I mean, just filled with video game stuff. You know, guitars on the bottom, consoles in box on the top, video games from Dreamcast to PS2, PS3, Xbox, Nintendo, or Wii, just across the board. And while I'm up there looking at stuff, this is funny. I was like, she's like, so how do you like Navarre? And I was like, beg your pardon? And she's like, how do you like Navarre since you moved here? And I'm like, what? She's like, oh, I watch your videos. I watch y'all's podcasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, man. And I struck. It seems kind of weird because, well, I'll say this. You don't run into that many resellers. It makes more sense for them to say, hey, don't record here because of the location and their inventory and all this stuff. I mean, it's the same thing we expect of ourselves. Like, if people are out at your house, you don't want them to record like where it makes it absolutely identifiable. You don't want people like showing up. And that made 100% logical sense. But I got to talking about them and they're like, oh, about the podcast and everything and our videos and my regular picking videos. And I remember Danny and Kristen, that is their name. So I'll tell you this. You couldn't see all the great stuff they had. I managed to get 2 boxes of Wii consoles, two Wii consoles in a box with the sports games. And they gave good prices. The games I didn't go through. There was another guy that I know does some reselling. And I'll kind of let him pick through that. And I was trying to buy the whole bundle. And they're like, no, whatever we're not doing, we're not going to bring it back in. She was just done with that lower stuff. There were games for like $3 that sell for like $9. So it was good margins for video games because video games that are popular and stuff like that, especially older or limited like Dreamcast, I'll pay $3 to sell it for $9. But I'm just not doing that anymore because I'm going to run all that stuff on Dibdit. but with those margins, I thought it was super cool. But back to the whole not recording and everything, because it makes sense of them not wanting people to do that. At the end of it, they're like, oh, well, we're just going to donate and kind of get away from this stuff, and we'll give you a call in the future when we come across stuff like this. He used to sell bulk video games to a guy that worked in a flea market down the road from them that's no longer in business. So they didn't call me back at the end of the garage sale. I'm a little hurt, but hopefully they sold everything out, or they were just waiting to see if I said anything bad about them on the podcast, which I didn't. I didn't. Dan, Kristen, y'all gotta give me a call now. And we've also introduced a new $1,000 tier where we'll give you their address and Kevin's if y'all sign up.
I didn't agree to that.
Me either. Thank God we have that disclaimer in the front of the videos now.
No, man, that was an awesome experience. I felt like an absolute butt because I went down to a garage sale, and we went through that garage sale so fast with them setting up and everything. And I bought the 2 consoles, and I was there like maybe 15 minutes or so. And I went down the street to another one, and it had started at 7:30. So I had to be 20 minutes because I pulled up there at like 6:48 for one that started at 7:30. And the lady's like, wait, like, we're still setting up. I'm like, all right, that's fine. So I sat in the truck. And then everybody else is just coming there, leaving, coming there, leaving, coming there, leaving. Like, we're not going to wait around. Then it got to a point, like, they were turning other people away. Then it got to a point where, like, 3 couples walked up at once, like 12 minutes early, and they didn't say anything to them. I was like, look, at least tell them to piss off until I get up there. Like, I've been patiently waiting in my truck.
Man, I don't.
No.
But then afterwards, I went down there because I realized I didn't get Danny and Kristen's name or anything like that. So I went back down to their house and, did the proper introductions. I felt like a total douche for not being not getting that to begin with. So
I'm glad you said that, Mike, because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this douche.
Yeah, it's exactly what he was thinking.
Joe, you're trying to start fights, Joe.
Not me.
Whatever, man. Well, I guess I don't.
Hey, speaking of douche, I saw an ad for something on here the other day called Shambusi.
Shambuzi?
Yeah, Shambusi.
The singer?
No, that's Shabuzi.
Oh,
Shambusi. It's like shampoo for Shambusi.
Did it an hour and 13 minutes without saying something weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. You knocked that out with Vaseline on your feet at 8 minutes.
Yeah, but that people surprisingly want to hear about my feet, I think.
They do.
And then there'll be one person that's going to say, no one wants to know about your nasty feet, which I agree. And then that makes it awkward. So
well, even 8 hours ago, picky passwords. Poor Dan and his pancake feet.
I checked I gotta check the things before the comments before Monday afternoon. I didn't check any comments today, but the same thing last week. They before we recorded, there's been a nice surge of people watching or listening and commenting.
Yeah, we really appreciate everybody that does comment. Give us a thumbs up too. Like if you're not busy, I had a released a video, 2 videos.
4 days ago, right? I have it on my list of stuff to watch.
On your list of stuff to watch? Okay. So who's he behind on your list of stuff to watch?
I haven't watched what did I watch? I know I watched Kevin's video today. And I watched Dave's video that came out. I haven't really watched a ton of reselling videos in the last week. I was watching I watched Keith's video this morning. Because it came out first, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
But I was watching. What was I watching?
Simply Shenanigans says, Dan, take more vitamin C.
Oh, I was taking Emergency. Those little packets of Emergency.
Mm-hmm.
with some orange juice. That's like That's like my first thing I get when I'm sick.
I think that's. Aren't you supposed to take that before, like when you're first feeling sick, or right before?
I wasn't. I didn't start feeling sick until it was too late.
Oh.
And it got worse and worse as the week's gone on.
So
I didn't feel good this afternoon.
So did you finally diagnose? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier. Was it just a bad cold, or was it allergies? My allergies are killing me now.
Nah, it's not allergies. It was a cold. It was a cold. That turned in. It was just. I mean,
sinus infection.
I thought maybe walking pneumonia, like I mentioned.
Oh, that's right, walking pneumonia. That's what it was. Sorry.
It was something.
We got a comment a month ago. I didn't even know about it.
Oh no, is it bad?
On the We're Poking the Bear episode. It's one with Jimmy. No. So Armand Raju, no, you cannot get our email address. Kiss my ass. It was held. Sorry.
Oh.
Carry on.
Can we say R.I.P. to the Pope? Pope died today, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, all the altar boys are so happy right now.
Way to just bring the mood down, Joe.
No, let's move on to something else because Mike's going to say something.
You had to bring it. I mean,
completely inappropriate. Completely.
I know. What is wrong with you, Joe?
I know. Hurry up.
Factual based.
I'm trying to instigate him.
Dan, hurry up and change the subject real quick. So,
what do you want me to change it to? Joe, what did you find at the flea market this weekend?
I didn't go to the flea market.
No. Because I wish they would just be honest up front. Well, we ask of the sellers that dibbed it, and just call the new one the Poke. Like that should be his name.
Oh my God! All right, sale of the week, Dan. Hurry up!
I told you my sale. What's your sale of the week? Mine was the Olokai shoes.
Oh, that's right.
There's one thing. If I have a $40 sale, I'm going to let everyone know about it.
Oh, I listed stuff, guys.
Why didn't you lead with that?
What?
You should have led with that. Yes.
What does it matter? It got done. It's not like
that was very important. This is my 4th episode with you, and I've never known that you knew how to list.
Shut up, Dan. So what it was? Well, I need you to keep berating me and belittling me because I get it in the Suck at Kevin chat where they want to like sit there and like it's to the point like where they just expect nothing of me, and then they just talk crap, and I'm like, absolutely not. That's not going to work. So I grabbed this box of Jim Shore and I'm going to list it because, Don and them left. And I'm like, I'm going to list this stuff now. Like, they made a good point. And they're like, oh, that's great. You listed the Easter Jim Shore 2 days before Easter. So I was like, hey, you know what? Sometimes we're just counting on a world full of Daves that are dropping their wives' Jim Shore stuff and breaking it. That way they have to order something new. And so I ended up listing 7 things, and then I just didn't list anything else. But it led me to selling something that I actually shipped today. So I did have this week's sale of the week was a Blue Danube creamer made in Japan, $11.99. There you go.
That's awesome.
Suck it. Suck it, Dan.
So maybe we should do listing of the week, since,
I accomplished that too. I did both of them in the same week.
I sold a pair of, shout out to Jimmy, sold a pair of Red Wing boots.
Oh, nice.
$125.
Oh, you know what it started with? It started with Dave talking crap about my Adobe Photoshop. So I was like, yep. Suck it, Dave. There's Photoshop listed too. You can't see it.
Can't see
Adobe Photoshop 7.0 upgrade for any of y'all out there that need that. Hit me up. That pop picker.
I saw that bougie stuff that you gave or sold to Dave that he did a Dibby show on. Or no, Twickity. What is it?
Tickwitty.
Tickwitties.
Dan.
All that glass.
Dan.
What?
We're going to find somebody new if you call it Twickity again.
I'm sorry.
Did we cut him off?
Tickwitties.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. You're really gonna kick me out already?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dave, this is what the sacrifice that I make, because I'll go on there and I'll sell occasionally. I'm not as like streamlined as other people. Dave has to do it for livelihood. I'll do it to like minimize space, which allows me to list some stuff on eBay. And I was like, let me just piddle with this a little bit and do some stuff. I'm going to do some more Jim Shore, but I've got to edit 2 videos this week.
Those are your big plans for the week?
No, that's my plan for 2 of the days.
Well, he's got to go boating. Yeah.
No, there's no boating. I'm not doing any boating. I've got to get ready to go to Nashville. So I want to take over the videos. That way I can go up there, and then I'm just going to pull some inventory because I want to run some auctions while I'm up at Kevin's, and I can ship from there and just make some extra money. Like get rid of some inventory, because you go up there and they do nothing. Like you can't even talk to them before 11 a.m. Like just because they're not awake. Like Kevin will roll down at like 11, like, where are you? I'll be like, I'm still in your house. I don't know. It's downstairs or outside. Those are the 2 options. If my truck is there, it's there. It's downstairs or outside. Because I don't go upstairs during the morning, but Kevin will roll down at like 11 o'clock. He's like, what do you think we go get breakfast? And I was like, what do you think I want to
breakfast at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, of course. I don't know. That's the way he does scheduling. I don't know. It's as soon as he can pencil me in. It's 11 a.m.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All for Huddle House. They don't have a Waffle House in Bedford. Bedford just screams a town name that would have Waffle House.
They have a Huddle House. What is that?
It's like a breakfast place. It's like a Waffle House. Denny's.
We have Denny's. What's the place that has the those breakfast sandwiches? Ain't that somewhere around there?
Speedway?
Well, it's a gas station.
Wawa?
No, not Wawa.
Oh no, Sheets.
Not Sheets. Isn't there another one?
No, we stopped at the Marathon. That's where we.
Marathon. That's it. Okay.
Well, that just has a little grill in the back of the Marathon, but that's like way down the road. And Kevin's like, I'm in town and back. He's got stuff to do. I don't know, whatever. That's why I'm tired of just having to wait around while he's got stuff to do. And I'm just going to take some stuff, and I think I want to sell it up there. So I want to get a couple of bins, do a thread show, maybe do a dib dit, maybe
how about
do
Quickities? Quickities.
You can't help yourself. He can't.
Welcome to the new Reseller Leftovers Podcast. We don't give a shit about that.
You're coming down with a hammer.
Quickities.
Yes.
You don't think anyone else is calling it something else besides I'm working? I mean, you just told me about it last week.
Yeah, we've been mentioning it for a year. Tiquity.
Yeah, but I didn't take it serious. I thought they were joking about the name.
But that was supposedly the original name of Dibdit, correct?
Well, yeah. I mean, supposedly did you listen to their podcast, Joe?
I'm just saying, some people might not. I'm telling you.
Hey, like, what do you call it? Made fun of it forever, and then all of a sudden they use it in the name. Tiquities.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I just received my notification. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. We owe Reseller Locker Rooms Royal Rumble. Okay. So we have to be.
We're not fighters, so
I don't know. That's true.
Is that 8:30? Is that Central or Eastern?
What?
I hope it's Central Time.
That's good. That's a good question. No, I don't know.
Where's Tennessee? I think they're Central. Ben's Tennessee.
Hold on, let me see what he said.
All the people listening.
Just
8:30 Eastern time. There you go. 7:30.
All right.
8:30 off time.
Sweet. Okay, I can handle that.
So
8:30.
I got nervous there for a second. 8:30 Central is a wild time for me to be out.
So it's 8:30 Eastern, right?
It's like nothing good happens after 8 p.m. Like that's 2 a.m., Dan. You're like, potato. 8 p.m. in Indiana. Hey, how far are you from Fort Wayne?
Like 2.5 hours.
Oh, no.
I saw Ray Romano in Fort Wayne.
Just
like
walking
at a improv or something.
Like it was a
comedy club.
Like an auditorium, I guess.
Like big,
like a theater. Not like a huge place. It was pretty small. It was right next to an Applebee's.
So just say it's a comedy club. Like,
but it wasn't a comedy club. It was more of a theater.
A theater. The theater.
Did you go to Applebee's?
I did go to Applebee's. That's all I remember. It was next to Applebee's.
What did we get? What did we get?
Probably a patty melt. That's what you got back in the day. You used to always get a patty melt.
No, we need to know exactly. Tell us what is your favorite thing to eat, like at Applebee's?
Well,